So the guys don't know yet, but me and Ian the Triangle got ourselves a little challenge to end the next episode with, and it is a potato covered in nails and playing hot potato.
It's gonna be painful. That's the best way to describe it. Are we gonna end up putting this in the oven?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Yes.
I mean, that's
Hot
up to
potato.
you. Yeah. So we're gonna play hot potato.
Or put it like
Nail potato.
Hi, this is JayWalking with Anthony, Alex, and myself, Jared. And today we are speaking about the $20 bill and its possible future, some Boston Bombers related news, and a small segment on how to copyright boobs.
So starting off with that all of that controversy about getting women on American currency, there was a poll of the top 15, I believe, women that are going to be on the $20 bill, and everyone voted on it, and Harriet Tubman won the poll. And I think Harriet Tubman is a pretty badass chick to be on currency.
Yeah, well, it's more of like, what were the women? Do you know any other ones other than Harriet Tubman?
Well, they had Eleanor Roosevelt, Rosa Parks, Susan B. Anthony, and a list of other famous women. But Harriet Tubman, I guess everyone was raving about.
Was Sacagawea at all on that list?
I don't know.
You see, because my thoughts upon it is, who was Jackson? Now, and that's why would we want to remove him?
Mm.
To me, he just seemed like a pretty big asshole.
Yeah, he was an asshole to all the Native Americans.
He was a whole ass.
He was a whole ass to the Native Americans. I mean, he was the 7th president. He created the Democratic Party, which is great and all, but he started the Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
And he tried to push, the president's power as far as it can go. He started the whole vetoing thing. He was the first president, I believe, to veto. And the Trail of Tears actually resulted in 15,000 Cherokee Indians dying. That's more or less fucked up. So I would say more of as a retribution for the Native American culture to just go with someone who is Native American, and that would be Sacagawea in my part, because it's going to help women and Native Americans. Now,
well, don't forget, she was already on the gold coin.
Yeah, I know, but George Washington's on a quarter. So I think we could
Sacagawea would be a big fuck you to white men in power. And I think this is what it's all about, getting, everybody equal power and all that.
I don't even think it's about power. It's more about
equality.
Yeah,
it's all about equality.
And plus, I don't mind having an attractive woman on money.
Yeah. I mean...
Other than the Queen of England, which God knows she's gorgeous.
Yeah. Sure, why not? But yeah, I mean, Harriet Tubman got it going on for that, middle-aged... I think they could have picked a better picture for represent Harriet Tubman.
Do we have the picture?
Somewhere on the internet.
Okay, we could just post it on there real quick. Just a quick flash of it.
Yeah.
Saying it's right here, covering her face or something.
Just... So yeah, we have a picture of Harriet Tubman. Wait, that is the picture they're gonna represent, and she's kind of fat, but she's still an amazing woman.
Kind-hearted.
Yeah, she is one badass mofo. But I don't know, Anthony. Do you think there'd be any interesting people to put on currency? Interesting women of...
I know someone's gonna say Hillary Clinton.
Do you want Hillary Clinton?
Because she was cheated on?
No.
She was cheated on?
I feel like it's not really fair if she wins the presidency, this term that's coming up, and becomes it's not that it's not fair. It's more we saw that coming in a way.
Well,
I mean, yeah,
she was a little covert with what she was doing. She was supposed to turn in her server to the State Department. Before that, she deleted every single email, wiped her server clean. Mm-hmm. She was covering something up. I don't know all the details. I don't even think anyone knows all the details.
But I mean, all the political leaders did shady things.
You heard it here first. Hillary Clinton. Next, Richard Nixon.
Here we go.
McCarthy.
Yeah, I don't think Hillary should be on a $20 bill. Maybe not Harriet Tubman. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah,
From Nintendo.
from Nintendo.
Yo, it has to be a woman. Is Yoshi a woman?
I don't. It lays eggs.
What about that creepy, like, girlfriend of Yoshi's that has the big...
Oh,
mouth?
the bow one.
What was
I
her
forgot
name?
I don't know.
It was like Bobo or something.
Bobo the clown.
Bobo the clown.
Hey kids, would you like a balloon? No.
No. Better represent American culture, Bobo the clown. Just make a political. Let's put clowns on all the currency. Like, they're not even a race. Those juggalos have gang currency.
Gang-related currency.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Who needs a women or men? Nah, just juggalos.
Laughing blood money.
What I think what we should start doing also is either make them revert back to coins or go to laminating your money.
Well, actually, that's what a number
Canada,
of...
right?
I don't think... It might have been Canada. Might have been somewhere else. Might have been Sweden, actually. There's a lot of countries that are starting to laminate their paper money, and they're actually making it out of this plastic alloy.
Yeah, I've heard about that, and I feel like that would be great for America because I believe we spend... It's in the millions of just replacing our own money, which if we revert... That's why the coins idea was tossed back. It's because, like, hey guys, we can't destroy coins unless we totally mean to. Well, you know, paper money and all is just easily just crumpled up, forgotten in the washing machine, all that jazz.
And then, sorry, guys.
So we should replace all money with coin money and all the figures on it, not by men or women, but fictional characters.
No, what I'm saying is we have to go back to the trading system and we have to keep chickens.
Yeah, we should just trade chickens.
Because it's much harder to lose a chicken.
And brand Harriet Tubman onto a chicken.
Yeah,
Or
we could
Hillary
do-
Clinton.
Or
Hillary
Hillary Clinton. Bland,
On the ass.
right on the ass, just brand. Like, this is worth one Hillary Clinton.
This is one Hillary Clinton.
The value, and like...
Nobody
this-
tell Bill.
no tell...
Keep it a secret from Bill.
Like, all
Or Bill
Bill's
will want
30
one, too.
seconds.
All the Bushes and Clintons.
Yeah.
Kennedys, too. In respect.
I think maybe Betty White on, like... No, Betty White on a dollar bill.
Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama
On what,
all the way.
what currency? What,
$20 bill, y'all.
You know what? She eats glamorously at the White House. She made all the public students eat manured horse shit for school lunches. No.
no. Okay, so no. I think Betty White should be on the dollar bill because one, Betty White is awesome and number one in all of our hearts, and two, just seeing at a strip club, just seeing a thong with a dollar bill in it, and just Betty White's face moving around stage. That would be hilarious.
What strip clubs do you go to?
I don't go to any strip clubs, but can you imagine just...
Too young.
Yeah.
Too young for strip clubs.
I'm just saying, can you
What's the
imagine seeing
next-
Betty White at a strip club?
I guess here. Yeah, take off your underwear.
That's if we, like, add voice recordings onto the currency, which
Yeah.
we should.
Oh,
Say,
yeah.
Spend me on corn dogs! Cheat on your diet!
Have Rosa Parks, like, button just be like, I'm not getting on the back of the bus!
Okay, I think we can move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Anthony, what do you got for us?
In other news, I'm sure you guys all heard about the Boston bombing trial finally coming to a close. The verdict, and we researched, well, I researched his name for a correct pronunciation. It is pronounced Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. That's what the voice sounded like too. Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. And the verdict read, according to CNN, on May 15th, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev received the death penalty by the jury. Don't forget, this guy, along with his brother Tamerlan,
Nah, something.
I have no idea how to pronounce the name, but I know it starts with a T.
We all know who these people are.
tape measure. We'll just call him tape measure.
Okay, tape measure.
According to Boston.com, 264 people needed medical help. This includes people who later died at hospitals. And these ranged from like major shrapnel wounds to minor shrapnel wounds. 16 victims lost limbs, and 9 children were hospitalized, some of which have died. That comes from Washington Post. So, what I'm gonna ask my two colleagues here is: do you think that Dzhokhar Tsarnaev needed the death penalty, or do you think he should have gotten life in prison?
I say kill the bastard.
See, it's a very very talked about kind of scenario. Is the death penalty considered unusual punishment or cruel punishment? And actually, the definition of unusual and cruel punishment is you cannot do it if it hasn't been done or if it's rarely done. That is considered unusual. The reason why, I don't know, isolation was considered cruel was because your mental state started to be crippled because of not being around people when humans are instinctually group mammals.
Right.
But unusual punishment, it's actually been talked about that even shaming could be considered of an unusual punishment because of how rare it is and how much it's stopped. Just like lashing or caning could be considered cruel and or unusual because of the rarity of it. Now, I believe death penalty should exist, but it should exist for people like that are 100% sure that they did it, they have eyewitnesses, they have proof, they have 100 things, a mountain of evidence against them, and almost nothing supporting them that they didn't do it.
Well, it's going to take 10 years for him to finally get the injection.
Yeah, I'm aware of that because of the whole justice system of going through it over and over again. You get, I don't even know how many trials, and you just continue through on.
Right. Now, the reason... Well, do you have any input before we go on?
Oh, just mainly, just kill him. Fuck it.
All right, you heard it here first on JayWalking.
Yeah, I mean, there's that big
We probably weren't the first.
protest
Probably
group,
not.
all the little girls being they're cute, they're too cute to kill people, and he couldn't get it, he's so adorable. Nah, screw that. He blew up about people missing legs. It's just everyone enjoying having a marathon, and he's asking, just whack him.
Actually, if anyone
cares?
has seen any footage on the more recent Boston Marathon, is you would see all of these victims just going to finish and people helping them out and cheering them on. It's really inspirational. You guys should check it out.
I actually watched a segment of that on, I believe that was also on CNN. It was the year anniversary.
Yeah.
And then they were helping all the people that lost limbs cross the finish line.
They
It was
had,
very
one or two
heartwarming.
people just holding on to, or just even
Yeah.
not even holding on to them, but just walking beside them, make
The
sure
moral
nothing
support.
bad happened. The moral
Yeah.
support,
Yeah.
the medical help, or whatever they need.
Now,
So sweet, but these bastards just... I don't see why people get bent out.
sweetness is a scarcity anymore. Now, the reason why I bring up the death penalty is because the defense for Dzhokhar tried to, I wouldn't say sympathize, but make him seem innocent following in his brother's footsteps. They claimed that his brother was the main influence in his life when his parents... I believe his parents left for Russia.
So what you're saying is what they tried to do was put aside his own decisions and say the
Right.
only role model he had was his bigger brother. It was bigger brother?
Yeah.
Okay. His bigger brother was the only influence he had, so it wasn't his fault. So it's, in a way, it's pleading insanity.
And they brought in, I don't know if they were family members, but they brought in close friends and said, oh, he was all gentle and stuff. Now this guy's a grown-ass man. He's older than us.
Yeah.
He's 21.
He's old enough to make his own decisions and knows if he puts a backpack on the side of the road and blows up people,
Right.
this is bad.
Yeah, that thought should come by your head no matter
yeah.
what your age. As long as you're not, below 14 or something like that, or even at 14. That if you're doing something and knowingly doing it like he was, then you are fully responsible through the American justice system.
Now if a 12-year-old suicide bomber came up to a group of pastors and lit the fuse and killed every single one of them, do you put the injection in? Do you give him life in prison?
That depends
Or
on,
do you qualify as minor and put him in juvie?
Well, you can't put him in juvie. He blew up.
No.
You just said he was
yeah.
a suicide bomber.
Yeah.
So he just
Okay,
said his
let's say a 12-year-old tosses a grenade in a chapel.
Okay.
Knowing that it is
An explosive.
very, very volatile and very unusual, very
Because of the system, what it says is that you cannot get the death penalty if you're under 18 and you committed the crime. It doesn't matter if he did when he was 12 and the trial finally ended whenever he was 19. He cannot get the death penalty. The most he's going to get is life in prison. And he would probably get that.
Now, that's the analogy that the defense was trying to put on Jokar.
Yes. And what they're saying, it doesn't matter. Like, the age itself, it's so, like, different from 12 to... How old was he? 21? Like what you said?
20.
Around 20.
Around there. Give or take.
It doesn't matter at that point. It's 8-year difference, and the law has a specific saying of the only reason you cannot kill someone for doing such a terrible crime would be if they were under 18 whenever they committed it. So I think he has a full ride to the injection table.
I would think so. I just wish it wouldn't take so long.
And one of the things I read was that they want to give him death penalty because it's like life in prison at such a young age, just to put him out of his misery. Kind of like, I don't know. I just say get it over with. And
no matter what prison he goes to, it's going to be hell for him.
Yeah. So just get it over with. Just
so no matter what, like,
get past it.
Death at this point is mercy.
Pretty much. Who cares? Yellow.
So it's more of your thought. Yeah, it's more of your thought of if he deserves mercy or not mercy,
or if he deserves like a dude named Bubba. It's like 3 times his size. Insane.
Moving on.
Well, they all say he's cute. Anyway, Jared, what's happening in the world?
So the next thing we were going to talk about today would be copywriting your body parts. In this case, it was a woman named Hillary, and that was a pseudonym because for some reason they couldn't find out her name, or she just didn't want it released. You can find it if you really looked. You can check out, I believe it's money.cnn.com or something like that, where we found the story. We also looked on SourceFed. But what happened was she had a long-distance boyfriend. Now, she was complaining that he always asked her, oh, please send me nudes of this. Please send me nudes of this. Can you sext me? And sooner or later, she was thinking, oh, well, I'm in love with him. And why don't I? I might as well. It'll be great for both of us. And so she sends like around 100 photos, and later on she finds out that they were leaked on the internet whenever they broke up on revenge porn sites. Now what revenge porn sites do is exactly what it sounds like. It takes the nudes that you have of your ex or your sex videos from your ex, and you post them up on the internet for anyone to see. A lot of people are talking about that's the new kind of cyberbullying that they have around here. Now, what she did, though, was copyrighted those photos so that she can have them taken down, because a lot of times these sites refuse to take down the photos, which I believe would just be what you guys would say, viewing content. Like, if you guys, I'm not saying you did, but if you guys went on these sites, wouldn't you be pissed off if, like, they took down your favorite photos just because the person asked them to?
It would be such a shame.
And yeah, exactly. I'm not saying you shouldn't ask, and I'm not saying they shouldn't take it down. They should. It's not theirs to have.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Like, no.
But the only way that she legally could do it was by just getting them copyrighted, and she felt uncomfortable with it because what she would have to do is submit them to the U.S. patent industry. Now, I don't believe it's an industry. I might have just messed up then. I'm sorry. But she had to submit it to them so they could see it and then copyright it for her, and then she could just tell these sites that it's copyrighted and she has legal right to sue them if they don't take them down. Sadly, whenever she still Googles her name, she finds more of them. Now, what do you guys think about this? What is the first thing you're going to copyright?
Well, I would copyright my dick just because it's funny. Like, I would just copyright it, just be like, this is my dick. And just to send the U.S. government pictures of my penis.
I feel like this is going to start sending, like, spamming the government with bodily images.
Yeah, I mean, it's a serious issue. I mean, if you want to have fun with, just make a Snapchat.
That's like trying to sex John Kerry.
Excuse me, is the price right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure no one really wants to see any of this, but if someone really got pictures of my genitals and was sending around, I personally don't give a shit. But it should be a private affair, and I don't think you should, revenge porn is like, that's a dick move.
Anthony?
Well, that's the nature of the beast. If you send someone a picture, 99% of the time, it's going to start rotating.
It's going to get shared.
It's going to get shared. threads on 4chan, pictures that you shouldn't share.
Who is this 4chan?
Who is this 4chan? But that's the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
You should like know what you're getting yourself into. That's why they have so many classes about like sexting and why you shouldn't sext and why sexting is dangerous.
I've never seen any of these classes.
I heard about the controversy, like, you should be careful of who you send pictures to and all that stuff. I mean, if you wanted to send pictures, I sent our producer, Ian the Triangle, so many dick pics already, like,
Ian.
He deletes them. I'm pretty sure. Ian, do you have any still?
I have one.
You have one.
I have
Are you
one.
going to share
Do
it
you
on the
share
internet?
them on the internet, or do you just delete them?
Or do you keep it on your phone pleasure?
I actually show some of my friends.
Well, it's okay. Why
I
not?
mean, like,
I'll get it copyrighted so you can't do it anymore.
well, no, it's like
Do you guys giggle?
no, it's not fair because him and Jared over there, they were at Alex's camp, and what they do, it's 3 a.m.
I don't remember this.
I don't remember.
I don't remember this.
I get a picture of Alex, ass up in the air, legs basically behind his head.
Oh, sweet Christ.
This is a picture I wake up to, might I add.
I have that picture.
You have that picture?
You still have that?
I keep it with me every
Well,
day.
Bing, it's up there now.
No, I'm going to get that picture copyrighted so
wait.
you guys can't share it.
Whoa, let
No,
me
we're
get
putting
this.
it on
Copyrighted
the
or
vid-
not, it's getting shared.
We're putting it on the
Let
video.
me get this straight.
Okay.
You took a picture of your acorn and you sent it to Ian. Now, what you're gonna do
Mostly
is
Mostly
you're gonna,
clothes. I had my underwear on. It
What
was
you're gonna
okay.
do is you're gonna get your asshole copyrighted.
Yeah.
You're gonna send it in.
Well, like, no. What I'm disgruntled about is it was 3 a.m. I woke up to this picture.
It was funny, though. Like,
It was
no,
funny.
when I woke up, I thought it was funny. It's a funny story now.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
yeah, you were pissed
Oh,
off. You were
yeah,
really
yeah,
mad
I
at
remember.
me.
You're
I
like,
was-
I hate
So-
you. I'm going to bed. Blah blah blah.
So, I mean,
You make it sound like you worked all day and
No, I slept all day, and when I continue sleeping, I demand sleep. I need like at least 10 hours.
but my butt was sent to you, and it was funny.
It was funny.
I mean, and if shared it on the internet, whatever. It's my butt. I mean, I have my underwear on. You want me to do it next time with my underwear off?
No.
Okay, whatever.
next time with Ian the Triangle. Underwearless pictures.
I mean, you liked it though. You can't deny that.
No,
it was
I did
nice.
not. I did
It's
not.
nice.
No.
I would hope not.
You enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just be careful of sending dirty pics.
Yeah, Alex.
Yeah. I mean, I know Ian's not gonna send it around. He probably doesn't even want to even look at it.
You were
The
the
moral
apical
of this
example.
story
Awful
is
picture.
if you're going to send these pictures, make sure it's not going to be someone who's far away from you, where you can't physically get your hands on them and choke them.
And beat them to hell.
or just
Yeah.
like somebody you trust.
And even if it's that, just don't do it anyone. If you don't trust them enough to give them your social security number,
Yeah.
don't trust them enough to give you a picture of your cooch.
exactly.
Can you say that?
I don't know. We said any other shit on the show.
We can bleep it.
Episode 2. But anyway, yeah, that's. Anything else on the topic of revenge porn?
Just that the legal system never keeps up with the internet. It's so fast paced, and the legal system is kind of broken, so it's slow. It's like a square tired bicycle. So no matter what, on the internet, people are going to find new ways to screw you over, deep web or not.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we move on to the end of the show of our wonderful challenge?
We should definitely move on to the end of the show.
So, Ian, shall you introduce the challenge?
Okay. Today we have a beautiful challenge, mine and Alex's idea, where we like to call it,
Move the mouse on the trackpad. I can't see myself.
the smelted potato.
This melted potato.
If you guys have ever heard of the game Hot Potato, it's very much like it.
I know why you said earlier that I'm going to get a kick out of this.
my
'Cause I know
God.
So,
exactly what this
we
is.
should play a game of hot potato with a potato covered in screws.
That's the idea.
And,
Did you even screw it, or did you just pound it through?
well, Ian pounded
We
it.
used a hammer because
And-
I was not wasting time.
Yeah. So, where should we do this game at?
We can just grab a camera and do it outside.
Okay,
No,
so
it's raining, so we might as well just like move over and just take the spot of where the cameras are. So it's a small empty area where we can just toss back and forth.
There you
You
go.
guys can
What
do it right there.
What do you think, Anthony?
Move.
Move? Wait, you're starting? Yeah, I mean, that's good enough. Why not?
We have like almost every ankle.
So how do we toss this? No.
Yeah,
I doubt I'm gonna get hit in the face with this.
I'm gonna hit face with it.
So like,
You
are
should
we
probably-
tossing in circles or do we just toss it to anyone?
I think you should put your glass back on because you're gonna need depth perception for this.
My side isn't that bad.
Okay, I guess everyone just
Just toss it in a circle.
Just toss it.
in a circle, I guess. Ah! Someone. Ah!
Faster.
Faster!
Ow!
Cheating.
No,
Okay, I'm out.
That's hot potato. Wait, we're gonna keep going.
yeah, we gotta keep going until there's no one left, and the last one is the
Or
winner.
apparently no nails. Don't stick it back in. It's out. It's
No.
gonna take too long.
Oh,
See it pulled your-
it's out. We lost a nail. It's okay.
Lost a man. I lost
You
a
alright?
man.
Yeah.
Other way, Anthony. Ah! Ah! Ow!
Mash your feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then there was two.
There's two.
You go this way.
Sure, why not? Okay. Ah, don't throw it at my
I'm
face.
sorry.
Ow! You gave me a bunch of good catches. Ow! Oh, yes! Yes! I am the winner!
Just blood.
Yeah!
Just blood and potato everywhere.
Now it's
My
Frontera.
hands hurt.
Okay. Let's
Oh,
stop.
it's great.
What